Hey everyone, welcome back to another Minecraft Hardcore video. And as you may have noticed with the previous episode, I think I figured out why the audio was so quiet. But luckily, it should be fixed now. This video might be a little too loud. If it is, please let me know in the comments. And with that out of the way, let's get on with the episode. So previously, we dug a bit more, and at the bottom of this magical, mystical hole, we found a very deep cave in Deep Slate. So I think we should prep and go check it out in just a little second here. And of course, as always, I have a little list of topics for us to talk about while we're down there and exploring. I think it'll be a good time. I hope it'll be a good time. It better be a good time. But with that out of the way, before I go down into the hole, let me check a couple things, because I like making each episode about 30 minutes. And while I'm doing that, okay. Alright, this is when we're starting. Now, a couple things that I wanted to talk about after I just checked my list were the Labubu dolls. You know them, you hate them, you love them. Yes, I'm very late to this topic. They were popular like a month ago, maybe even 2. But I don't understand them. I just don't. They look ugly. They look really weird. Is that the entire appeal with them? Is that the whole thing? It's just, it looks ugly, so people like it? In that case, I wonder why people don't like me. Jokes aside, though, I just don't understand them. And they're blind boxes, too, which I never understood the whole blind box craze. I've always heavily protested blind boxes. I think it promotes gambling to children, and it's just a waste of my money. Like, why would I buy a box to maybe get the thing I want whenever I could just go on Amazon and buy it for, like, a couple dollars, because I have a job. Like, if I'm employed, I wouldn't want to be wasting my time with that. But to each their own, I guess. Maybe that's part of the fun, is since it's a blind box, you don't know what you're gonna get. Is this creeper gonna kill itself trying to chase me? Or will it learn? It's going to kill itself trying to chase me. Okay, great. We'll have a Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing type of scenario here. That creeper better not be the end of my run. I would seriously hate to already have to start a new series just because of a creeper this early. But hopefully we won't. I'll just be careful. Now with that out of the way, I keep saying with that out of the way. If you can't tell, I'm trying to focus on the gameplay here, so I'm not exactly saying as much as I normally do. But I feel like that's okay, because you guys are here for 2 things: me yapping and my god-awful gameplay. So you guys are getting a little treat right now. It's pretty good. Now, okay, here we go. I feel like there's a way for me to be smart about this. Will this trigger? No. Okay, what if I do... No? Okay. Do a wacky little maneuver. Will this trigger? I want to trigger him and then block. Okay, cool. Nice. So, Labubu, they look like a Goomba, kinda, from Super Mario. That's what they make me think of. Make me think of Goombas. There's a skeleton up there. But I don't know, I just look at them, I just think of a Goomba. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be. If they're supposed to be like trolls or something, but whatever they are, they're ugly. They don't look too good. I think they should have more vegetables when they were growing up. Speaking of vegetables, I don't understand the whole thing. Oh my god. This cave is bigger than I thought. Okay, sweet. But I never understood the whole thing with, oh, my son hates vegetables. My kid hates vegetables. Because if you give them raw Brussels sprouts, yeah, they'll hate vegetables. If you give me raw Brussels sprouts, I'll hate vegetables. But if you steam it maybe, or if you cook it in like a good way, and you don't have to go unhealthy with it, but sometimes I like putting like a little bit of butter or like frying. Okay, never mind. I said you don't have to be unhealthy and immediately described the unhealthiest thing you can do with vegetables. But you know what I'm trying to say here? Like, you don't... Is there a zombie spawner nearby? Okay, I need to check my back, make sure there's no creepers. I think there's a zombie spawner. That guy has a sword. Okay. If more zombies come out from that direction, I'm assuming there's a spawner. Or maybe there was just a bunch of them having a party over there. I don't know. I don't know. This happens a lot whenever I'm playing, where I'll think there's a spawner, and there just won't be anything. And it was just a coincidence that like 8 of the exact same kind of mobs spawned. All at the same time. Does that happen to you guys when you play this game? It happens to me a lot. That guy has a sword too, unless this is the same guy. There's something glowing over there. I think it's lava. Okay, but I should focus on getting this iron, because if we can upgrade to iron armor, that'd be pretty good. Also, let me jump down this little pocket. Oh, is that a diamond? I think that's a diamond. Yes, it is. Hello. Alright, guys. Well, I have my video title, and it's called Chinese Labubu. No, it's probably gonna call it Diamond or something. I don't know. See, choosing a video title is always a little bit tough, because I'm never really sure what I should name it. Because I talk about so much in each video. See, the last episode was easy, because I talked about Chinese AirPods, like the entire time. So, calling it Chinese AirPods is a no-brainer. But what about in an episode where I don't say anything specific? You know? It kind of makes me scratch my head a little bit. Because, like, I'm not sure what to say. I'm just a normal dude. I just got off of my job, and I'm coming home and making this video. So, I'm not really sure what to do. Also, where's that skeleton from earlier? Also, my phone just buzzed. If you guys heard that on the mic, you probably did. Okay, I'm getting... This cave is huge. I'm gonna get lost. I will get lost in this cave. This cave is unbelievable. My god. Okay, great. And there's a water cave too. Because y'all just heard those bubbles, right? Okay, this cave is... This will be several mining trips. Okay, I'm gonna break that because I don't want that to be like a discovered direction. Because the way I do caves, I'll use torches as like a marker of somewhere I've already been. Oh, let's not check that out. There's iron over there. But I'm not comfortable checking out the rest of this yet. Okay. We'll get a bit of lapis while we're at it. And some redstone. Oh, because I can make a clock. Most people don't really care for clocks because you don't really need them. But I like having a clock. I always do. It's just nice. It lets me think about passage of time while I'm playing this game. So I don't just play for like 8,000 hours. So where's this? Oh, it's up there. Might be above. Okay, let's see what's down here actually. This is getting pretty narrow. Whoa. Okay, you know what? I'll check out what's down here. I'll bite. What we got? Well, this will be lava for a portal later to the nether, so that'll be good. I've also been thinking about doing other kinds of content on this channel. You know, like maybe some Arena Breakout Infinite, which is like free Escape from Tarkov. Maybe some Project Zomboid. Maybe some DayZ. I don't know. If you guys have anything you want to watch me play, please tell me. Because I would love to branch out. I'm just not sure what I should do exactly. So, I'm eager to hear ideas. If any requests, I'll probably do it. But if I'm not having fun, then I won't. So, because that's my main thing. I see a lot of people, or YouTubers, they'll say, yeah, like, suggest me games and I'll play them. And then they complain that they don't like doing YouTube anymore. It's because you're not having fun. And if you're not having fun with it, then yeah, you're not going to enjoy it. I feel like that's basic knowledge. So that's why I'm going to try to keep this kind of like a hobby, you know. If I end up blowing up on YouTube and getting like 1,000,000 trillion subscribers, then that'd be great. I'd love that. Actually, if you're watching this in the future, and I do have 1,000,000 billion subscribers, hey guys, you all made a very bad choice. My content sucks. At least it does right now. But I know it'll improve in the future as I get better at this type of thing. I'll get better recording material. I'll get better at editing, at being less awkward on camera. Okay, there's definitely like a zombie spawner somewhere. I'm missing something. Ugh, I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, I got some more iron in this area. Which maybe I should be progressing downward, but I really need to get some iron set up. I feel like that's important. Especially in hardcore mode. I should technically be speedrunning diamond armor, but I'm in no rush. I don't want to speed through all the progression and then... Because I see videos where people do everything in day one, or like their first video. Like, their end of the first video will have them in full netherite or diamond armor with protection 4. You've taken away all of the intensity of hardcore, in my opinion. Which I just don't understand that. Like, you shouldn't need gear as a clutch. You just have to know when to back out of a situation. Like right now, I'm gonna have to back away from the skeleton. I just need to get out of that. That's not good for me. Because you just gotta know when to bail. That's something else I've noticed, is if any one of you play an extraction shooter game, so many players will just fight you to the death like it's Call of Duty every time. And it's not. It's a game about surviving and knowing what fights you can take and what fights you can't. Because sometimes you can't take that fight. And I feel like life is the same way. You don't have to face everything head on. You know, it's okay to take your time with things, whether you're processing or... Who put that torch there? Oh yeah, me. But whether you're processing something or going through a tough time, you gotta do it at your own pace. Because you are your best friend. No one's gonna look out for the way that you do. So it's important to remember to take care of yourself and know, hey, I can't handle this. And that's okay. You aren't Superman. Also, look at the size of that cave. Look at the right. Just past the 2 Endermen, which are very scary looking. But you don't have to be a superhero. You're allowed to have shortcomings. Oh! Mine shaft! You're allowed to have shortcomings and downsides and vices. Everyone has their own vices. I have my vices. For me, I'm too handsome. And I'm too funny. Ah, that's scary. There we go. But there's always something that will hold you back. And instead of punishing that part of yourself, you need to learn to live with it. Or how to work with it. Right? Oh my god, that scared me. That made me jump. Decided to take the nice, calm, insightful talk away with a creeper jump scare. Jump scare of the century. Now I need to know where those Endermen are, because I need to stay away from them. Okay, I'm honestly not sure where they went. Oh my god, there is so much. This cave is nuts. Okay, this place is insane. I love this. This is awesome. Here, let's see if we can find a nice way down without using up my water bucket. Because I really don't want to use up my water. I like to hold on to this. Just in case I need it. Also, something else to talk about is, have any of you heard about laughing and slapping my belly? Has that been a thing you guys have heard about? Because that has been a running joke with me and my friends. Because I don't even know where it came from, but apparently we're not the only people to make that joke. Other people have said that too. And I'm just wondering. This needs to go right now. Okay. Those are cave spiders. That's a run ender. That will just completely kill me. So, we're not touching those guys. Hi. Okay, let's build a cobblestone pillar. This will stick out. Good. Now, I also need to collect string, because I can get a bed from this mine shaft. Because there's no sheep. What just died over there? There will be no sheep at all on the surface, because we're on an island. So this is my only way. Also, there's diamonds. Arrows will also be hard to come by. Unless I find a good way to kill skeletons. Because chickens, you need feathers. And you can't really get feathers on an island unless you already have an egg. So I'll have to find like a trial chamber for that. Also, my god. We've got a nice little pocket of diamonds right here. This is good stuff, guys. That's actually my favorite amount to start with. 7 is enough to get an enchantment table, a diamond pickaxe, and a sword. Except there's one problem. We can't get an enchantment table. We need leather. we need to get a cow or a piece of leather, and then we need to get a book. And only then can you make an enchantment table. So maybe we can find a book in this mine shaft up here. Now I do want to check how long this video's been going for. Okay. We're getting somewhat towards the end here, but I might just make this a longer video. Because you guys can always just pause it and come back later while you're eating your lunch, or you're in between classes, or you're on your break at work, or whatever you're doing. You know, you don't have to watch it all in one sitting. They added chains? That's... Whoops. Okay, that's completely my fault. Hi. Okay. I guess I'm down here now. Is there anything cool? No? Oh! Something I do want to talk about, though, is... Have any of you heard about the comedians in Saudi Arabia? The Saudi Arabian government has been doing some wacky stuff lately. They bought EA. Like EA Sports. It's in the name. That gaming company. They bought the entire company. Like the whole thing. They just bought it. And why? I don't know. But surely they can't mess up any worse than EA has already messed up their own company. But my main question is, with the my main concern is with the comedians, because a lot of comedians have been complaining about today's society, and you know what? I think they have some fair critiques. Some of them are just, you know, whining. That's to be expected. Okay, come on, bro. Block that. Okay, can you suck it? Okay. I need to slow down a bit. That skeleton is in full iron. Okay. There's a skeleton in full iron armor right there. I do not want to fight that. Now what I do want is I want more gold. Because I can make some golden apples. With that good stuff right there. I'll grab that on the way back. I think the mine shaft goes on down there. So I'm going to try to grab this gold and sneak down there. Now I need to be careful because there's that cave spider spawner that we blocked off. Oh, hey, more diamonds. You love to see it, folks. But that cave spider spawner that we blocked off, I'm going to have to quickly shut that down again. Because I cannot be dealing with cave spiders. Ever. You just get hit from them once, and you're on half a heart. Guaranteed. Unless you have milk or honey. Which, by the way, did you guys know that? Honey cures poison? It's true. If you get some bees, get some honey. It's worth it, seriously. Let me see here. Toss that. Excuse me. But a lot of comedians have also been some of the biggest criticizers of billionaires, like the rich, and not like, oh, crap. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, double crap. That's not good. Oh! Oh my god. Okay. How do I survive? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay. That was close. And now I have an angry man to deal with. Okay. Teleport like up here. Oh! Not up there. That is bad. They're just building up down there. Come on. There's also diamonds. I don't have a ranged weapon for the spider. Which that might be a really big problem. Okay, okay, cool. He's dead. That was very botched. Don't do what I just did there, guys. That was seriously botched. Don't do that. Okay, Might have to cut this mining trip short anyway. But let me think. Okay, I want some more blocks before I do anything. Because I'm gonna try to block the spiders. If I can block them in, I think that could be good. This will be a little bit spooky. Okay. Nice. Now there's one lone over there. But my main concern is, can they get in this way? Nope. Not in the slightest. Okay, sweet. Then... Okay, that's not good. Can you get up here in any way? Not really. Okay. We have 7 string. We need to get 12, at least. Because then we can have a bed, and we can have our first night of sleep. That'll be amazing. Ta-da! Great. And one for the road. Now, I'll end off the episode in just a second here, because I know it's getting a little bit long. But first, I want to talk about the comedians in Saudi Arabia. Oh my god. Okay, no, actually, I'm going to dip out of here. And I'm going to set this corner up as like a safe corner. And then I'm just going to like dip back up to the surface. Yeah. Because this is not good. Yeah, this is really not good. I think there's another spawner somewhere. Okay. Okay, I feel like this is a pretty obvious safe corner. You know? And now I want to... That spider has speed. Okay, I'm getting out of here before I do something stupid. Because I really don't want to die for something like this. That'd be really bad. Do I have any blocks on me? A bit of wood. Okay. We'll use this as a marker for next time. Don't let me forget, guys. Okay. That's a good enough marker. And now we gotta dip because we are running out of fish. And we got enough iron to make armor. Which I feel like that's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's definitely a win in my book. And we found a mine shaft to check out, and this cave is way bigger than I thought. I didn't think it would be this huge. I bet it's even bigger. Also, some more iron up there. You know what? I'll be greedy. I'll take a little bit. I'll be just a little greedy. And we got our first diamonds, too. And we got enough gold to make 2 golden apples. Or a clock and a golden apple. You guys might disagree. I think I'll make a clock. And then I'll make a golden apple. No. I'm not sure, actually. What do you guys think I should do? I want your opinions. Now, it is nighttime, so this will be a little bit scary. Are there any phantoms? Nope. There is a creeper on the other side of the island. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's hiding on the left, right over here. A little bit spooky. He's just a scary guy, don't worry. I actually intended on building my house today, but instead we went mining. And now we have a lot to do. There's so many things to do. We have to get food established. We have to get our house secure. We need to go mining down in that lovely, lovely cave below. But this video is getting a little bit long, guys. So I'll leave you with this. We'll put this stuff inside of the furnace. I believe this needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because it's 48. And this one needs 2. And we'll use the last bit of our charcoal to make a torch. And hey, we have 10 diamonds, guys. Which means if we save 2 for an enchanting table, we can make a diamond chest plate. I bet you've never seen armor look like this before. We definitely have a little bit of a strange setup going on here, guys. But you know what? I think it's okay. And if you don't think it's okay, then screw you. This is my rule. But seriously, jokes aside, guys. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this world. I think it's a wonderful time for me to sit back and reflect on my life while I play this little block game. And I get to talk about all sorts of things with you guys. I get to talk about life and my job and things that scare me, hopes, dreams, who I am as a person. It kind of all feels natural for me to talk about while I'm playing. Now, not every video is going to be sappy. You know this. I mean, the previous video I talked about Chinese AirPods for 8 million years. But sometimes it's hard not to get introspective whenever you're playing a game like this. And it's just you and the camera. Here, before we go, I need to learn how to craft first. Let's make our first golden apple. And with that, everyone, I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, good night, I love you. Now get out of here.